Welcome to Southern Orthopedic PrepZone Wrap-Up, driven by Carl Cannon.
Hey everybody, welcome in. James Phillips and Brian Hale. We're not in much of a better mood, Brian. It's a PrepZone Wrap-Up for week 6. Is that right? Week 6? Yeah. Good news first. 3 teams from the area I know did not lose tonight. You know who they were?
Let's see here. I would think that they're Oatman, Carbon Hill,
Yep.
and
Cordova. They're
That's
on
it.
bye weeks this week. So no losses from there, but other Walker County schools did not fare very well tonight.
No.
I mean, we're not to the point we were last week.
No.
But bad night overall. Let's get going. It's late on Friday night. I just got back from Demopolis.
Yeah, that's
Why don't we
quite
just
a road trip for you to get down pretty quick.
Let's just start with that game. How about that?
Sure, go ahead.
Number 9 ranked in Class 5A, Demopolis beats Jasper 13-7. It was 13-7 at halftime. Nobody scored in the second half.
Well, there's kind of good news, bad news with it. The good news is Jasper did score this week.
Right.
B, they didn't get blown out of the water.
Right.
And C, the defense played extremely well.
Defense played great. Offense just couldn't find the footing, and that's been the case the last several weeks. They just cannot move the ball. This was a lot closer competition to where Jasper should be. I mean, there's still a team in 5A that's unbeaten, 6-0, ranked number 9, and probably going to go deep in the playoffs. But Jasper not nearly as outmanned against this Demopolis team as they have been with Gardendale and Clay Chalkville and some of the other teams in that region.
So what you're basically saying is the AHSA stinks for putting Jasper in 6A, because if they were 5A, this is what we'd be more seeing.
Right. Even with hurt quarterback, other players out, they're in there, you know. But they had an opportunity at the end, couldn't drive the ball down the field. Another loss. We will move forward.
Okay.
All right. Good Hope put a pounding on the Addison Bulldogs, 49-15.
Yeah. And this is not like they started off playing against Hale, which is a middle of the pack team. Good Hope's a legitimately good team.
Right.
And it's hard to say that about Coleman County teams. Usually they're kind of, a little bit here, a little bit there, and that's about it. But Good Hope's built themselves up over the past couple of years. So,
right.
But, good news for Addison is they get back to normal life here pretty soon.
Hey, here we go. Another Winston County school that put some points on the board tonight. Lynn, 56-0 over Vina.
See, I'm still wondering, because we were looking at the score and it was 49-0 at halftime.
Right.
We looked down at the phone and it was 56 final. So we were wondering if it may have been shortened quarters.
Oh, I'm sure it was shortened quarters, and it looks like the Bears just totally took the foot off the pedal.
If I was any team around here, I would do my best to schedule Vina.
Anybody
struggling.
Schedule Vina. Let me tell you something while we got a second. We got all night to film this. I saw Vina playing T.W. Martin years ago. Martin had lost, 27 games in a row. They go to Vina and just kick butt. So if you can get Vina on your schedule, you're going to win.
Coaches, take note.
Yeah.
Right there.
Right. Quit scheduling, Demopolis and people like that. Get Vina on your schedule.
Absolutely.
Maybe not for Jasper, but some of our other schools. Okay, I'm trying to find something positive here, Brian. Okay, here's something positive. Summerton Christian. They travel to some place called Brindlee Mountain, and they win 46-12.
Well, see, right now, I honestly think Summerton Christian doesn't know what it's like to be home anymore. They've been on the road nonstop, and they've been everywhere.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
I mean, and so at this point, they're used to being on the road. It's going to be kind of a freak out when they get into the home part of the schedule.
Yeah, I feel like Summerton Christian, they've only played in Alabama once.
I know.
It's like they've been in every other state.
They've straddled state lines everywhere.
Brindlee Mountain sounds like something that'd be, I really did. I thought it was like a city on the Dukes of Hazzard or something.
No, it's actually, believe it or not, in Guntersville, which is, one of the state's more beautiful places.
Right.
But apparently they haven't been around very long, and that's one of the reasons why they can't get anything done.
Well, they got their butts kicked tonight by Summerton Christian.
They got shackled.
All right, let's see. Man, I don't even want to talk about this game.
I know which one you're about to say.
Dora and corner. Where did this come from? Corner 27, Dora 13. And we had somebody on the limb pick this one. Renee Holly. I don't know what kind of black magic she's using to pick games, but to come up and win and pick corner over Dora, what in the world?
I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, honest to goodness, her pickticism is mystic.
Well, why? Tell me something. What happened here? Have you heard from anybody?
No. You might want to talk to Jonathan because he's the only person that's had, any.
I just got back
contact
from Demopolis. I hadn't talked to anybody about anything.
Well, the only thing that I know, number one, is Dora might still be having turnover problems.
Well, I would guess so.
That really last week was the whole harbinger of them going down, because otherwise I think they would have easily gotten the win last week. Maybe not easily, but they probably would have won at least by 2 touchdowns.
Right.
If the turnover problem is still following, a lot of times that's a bug that it's kind of hard to get away from.
Right.
So that's the only thing that I can guess right now at this point.
Well, tonight in the county line clash, they made corner look like an NFL team. 27-13. Okay.
Southern Orthopedic Prep Zone Wrap-Up, driven by Carl Cannon. Presented by Kilgore Green Funeral Home. Nelson, Bryan, and Cross. Bank of Walker County. Jasper Main Street. Southern Orthopedic. And Carl Cannon.
Well, we're down to our game of the week. We only had 6 games this week. Kind of odd. Game of the week, Curry, Winston County. And you were at that game. Winston County pulls off a 36-0 win, which I think was not what we expected. We really thought this would be a little closer.
Well, if you really took a look at the first quarter, it would have stunned you. The entire first quarter, Winston County only had the ball 2 plays.
Wow, yeah.
The entire rest of the first quarter, Curry had the ball.
Yeah.
Winston County scores 1 touchdown, and at the end of the first half, we're 8-0.
Right.
Winston County has 125 yards. Curry has 100 yards. So I'm thinking to myself, we've got the battle that we all expected.
Right. We got a ball game here.
Yeah, we were pretty much almost, most of us were saying 14-7 could be a score.
Yeah.
And it was 8-0. I was like, okay, we could be in line for this. Curry had 66 yards for the rest of the game.
Well, and Winston County had 28 more points.
Winston County finished with 366.
Oh, man, they rolled it up in the second half.
Austin Owens just absolutely went wild. He had 10 carries, 192 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he had 2 interceptions on defense.
Wow.
And he wasn't the only one that was running.
Can we go ahead and name him Player of the Week this week?
That's not my decision. That's in between 2 other people.
Okay, well, we'll talk about it.
But, Winston County was getting it done on offense and on defense. The only bad thing that really went for Winston County, they attempted 1 pass and it was intercepted.
Well, if that's the only bad thing that happened, pretty good game.
This is the first chance that I've really had to see Austin Owens run. And he's a really prolific runner. I mean, he has speed, and he has speed to burn. But he has all sorts of moves. I watched him absolutely stiff arm a Curry player into the ground. Not just,
they had to dig the kid out of the ground.
Practically, yeah.
Man.
He was absolutely, he is worthy of running back of the year, no question.
You're right. Well, Brian, that's it. We only had 6 games.
Yeah.
We can talk real quick. I know our producer, Jeffrey Winborn's ready to get out of here. He's got an early morning college football.
Yes, real college football.
Real college football starts tomorrow. Anything you want to say? Any upsets you got out there?
Well, I think Kentucky-Auburn is probably going to be the most intriguing game of the day.
I think it's going to be a good one.
I think Auburn wins this, but I think it's with difficulties. Kentucky's has finally moved up to the point to where they are a good SEC team.
Yes.
And, you know, I think Auburn, Gus Malzahn's offense has gotten very, very, very stale.
Right.
And I think it's pretty much easy to figure out. So look for that. Bama will blow Missouri out of the water. I mean, this is not even going to be close. I'm crossing my fingers hoping that Ole Miss wins tomorrow.
You know,
Toddy.
I think Ole Miss will give the Gators a run for their money, and I really feel like somebody in the SEC that shouldn't lose is going to lose tomorrow. The two that I'm going to put on upset alert, Auburn you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
If that was at Kentucky, I would have picked Kentucky. I think Tennessee's on upset alert.
Yeah.
I think South Carolina could just be a bug for them.
But at the same time, though, that's not a big, humongous upset if it happens. I think both of them, I would say that Tennessee's maybe a step ahead of South Carolina, but it's not.
Well, everybody's buying into this Tennessee, like somebody's drinking the orange Kool-Aid. There's a lot of people drinking that orange Kool-Aid.
I think they're a year away.
Oh, well, yeah, I think so too, but, you know, we'll see.
It's not their year. Of course, this is the minefield for Will Muschamp this year. I mean,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
he's
Muschamp should have been ran out of town already.
yeah, but he's under the gun.
He's an absolute crazy person.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I mean, I never forget last year when we were at SEC Media Day and somebody asked him a question and it was just kind of like, oh, Lord, there it went. James's eyes got big, he turned red. Whew.
I feel like he only drinks Red Bull.
I could see that.
Probably has, like, before a game, he
Red
has
Bull and
like
gasoline mixed together.
an IV of Red Bull.
Yeah.
You know, and sniffs gasoline on the way to the game.
And drinks it all at the same time.
He's a crazy person. Absolutely crazy. Okay.
86 octane.
Anything else?
Nope. We're going to be figuring out Player of the Week over the next 24 hours. And
Hey, you had your birthday this past week.
yeah, I certainly did.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. I actually shared my birthday party with my youngest daughter, who on Monday turned 3.
That's right.
So, and happy Daughter's Day, all daughters out there.
Yeah.
You have a lot, so
I got a few of them.
That's a day that has to stick in your craw.
I got a few of them. I like a couple of them.
Yeah, you like a couple of them.
Yeah. So one of them's in here as we're filming, so she can decide if she's one of them that I like or not.
Wow, the mystery.
All right. Hey, Brian, we've babbled enough. You ready to go home?
Yeah, I think that would work.
Okay. Well, for Brian Hale, for our producer, Jeffrey Winborn, I'm James Phillips, and we'll see you this next week for DME Prep Zone Game Time. See you then.